And we are underway here at the West Gym. Look at the turnaround move from Swan back to the basket. Kent sees the lane, dishes underneath to Fradgley. And Taylor flashing there for the ball. She gets it. The turnaround effort up and under. Ellen with the left hand is going to score it. Sam will settle it to Kent right to G for three! Here's Homer, and Elisa starting to heat up. 2 baskets in a row for Homer. So we'll bring you the final score and our thanks to Gage. There's Ozzy, and they go to Nabucco underneath the basket. Great dish from Ozzy, off the window. Kent with a skip to Sam, and Beauchamp will lay it up and in. The dangerous players on this Alaska team. Here's Sang in transition. Quickly to Wilson, back up top, drawing in for 3. Bingo! Huge triple! Kent. Lobby to Wilson, Megs, one bounce off the window, and it goes! It goes for the Clan! Meg Wilson! And that's gonna do it! It's a victory for Simon Fraser! And welcome everybody to the West Gym. Good evening, and thanks for joining us on Clan TV. For the final day of the GNAC basketball season, I'm VarsityLetters.ca's Howard Simura, soon to be joined by my analyst on the broadcast tonight, Zahid Vali Hashim. Part 1 of our doubleheader tonight. The Simon Fraser University women's basketball team will look to manufacture a major upset as the Clan ladies get set to host number 2 Alaska Anchorage. The Seawolves undefeated in GNAC play at 19-0. We'll have more on the visitors in a moment, but first, a quick recap of Simon Fraser's dramatic win on Thursday night. And if you're with us on Clan TV, you saw that breathtaking finish. Everyone in the West Gym was holding their collective breath, no question. Meg Wilson's jumper sat on the back iron for what seemed like an eternity. It finally gained some movement, falls through the hoop, and the Simon Fraser Clan get a dramatic 73-71 win over the Alaska Fairbanks Nanooks. Wilson's buzzer beater capped off a wild final few minutes as Alaska's Jaylee Mays scored 9 points in the final 54 seconds, setting up the cardiac-inducing finish for everybody here in the West Gym. Overall, Ellen Kett led the Clan with 16 points and 9 assists, including the bounce pass on Wilson's winning basket. Wilson herself finishing with 10 points, Elisa Homer, Rachel Fradgley, each with 8, with Fradgley also picking up a game-high 8 rebounds in the win. At the same time that was happening, if you watched our show, you saw the cut-ins. We brought you down to Bellingham, where Autumn Williamson, the senior with the Seawolves, scored 31 points to lead a comeback in the first overtime session and drained the go-ahead 3-pointer in double OT as Anchorage earned a 75-72 win over number 16 Western Washington. The Seawolves also got 8 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 steals from senior guard Kiki Robertson, as the team remains unbeaten against NCAA Division II competition this season. They tie a school record with their 22nd straight victory, 19 of them coming in GNAC play. That's correct, 19-0 with one more game left. And here they are, right here in the West Gym, the Alaska Anchorage Seawolves, wearing their green warm-ups right now. On the back of those warm-ups, the word mayhem, and that's what they've been all about this season. An incredibly talented Alaska Anchorage team here to face the Simon Fraser Clan. Alaska Anchorage, they clinched the number 1 seed for next week's GNAC tournament, set a new standard for most conference victories in this GNAC conference, which is now 16 years old. In addition to tying last year's program record with 22 straight wins, the Seawolves extended a trio of other records with their 20th straight road wins, 17 straight league road wins, 26 straight wins over Division II opponents. Their last loss, guess who? Simon Fraser University. So, you know, the Anchorage Seawolves with that checklist of do's and don'ts this season. They want to remain undefeated, and they want to get back for that loss they suffered at home. As you look at those GNAC standings, thanks Gabe, our producer engineer Gabe Lynn, getting those conference standings up there. 19-0 Alaska Anchorage, Western Washington 17-2, Simon Fraser 15-4, and then there is the separation, 3 teams at 9-10. Seattle Pacific, Alaska, and Northwest Nazarene. Central Washington has finished their season at 9-11. Concordia, Montana State Billings, Western Oregon, and St. Martin's at 1-18 round out the pack in the GNAC. So, boy, that is a treat on the schedule. It's been circled since the start of the year. The day has come here. It's pink night here at the gym, and boy, they've got both sets of bleachers open. They're expecting the full house, potentially the biggest crowd since moving into this new West Gym facility up on the top of Burnaby Mountain. So as we took a look at the standings, we'll let you know the key players. We mentioned Kiki Robertson, but we have to mention Autumn Williams. You look at that Alaska Anchorage scoring summary chart, the box score, and there's only one double-figure scorer in averages on the season. It's Autumn Williams at 21.3 points per game. Next highest being Kiki Robertson at 8.6, a balanced scoring attack, but 21.3 points per game from Autumn Williams, and you're going to be hearing her name all night. She's the 5'10 senior transfer from Rochester, New York, and Trinity Valley Community College and Arkansas Little Rock. So the Division I experience there for her as she brings her act up atop Burnaby Mountain. We've got zeros on the clock. We're going to take a break here because there are some special Seniors Day festivities set to get to, all part of a huge night here in the West Gym. Howard Samura on Clan TV. We'll be back for the start of the player introductions right here on Clan TV.
Canada's NCAA teams. Tonight is a special evening for our graduating seniors who will be playing in their final home games here in the West Gym. It is a special evening both for our student athletes and their families and friends, many of whom have traveled from across the country and from around the world to be here with us tonight. First, we would like to recognize the seniors from the visiting Alaska Anchorage Seawolves, who entered tonight's game as the number 2 ranked team in the NCAA with a 22-game winning streak. Would your seniors please come forward to center court where the Clan head coach Bruce Langford will present each of you with a rose. First, a GNAC all-time assist leader, number 23, Kiki Robertson. NCAA Top 10 scorer number 32, Autumn Williams. And 2016 All GNAC Honorable Mention number 15, Alicia Devine. Congratulations once again to the seniors of the Alaska Seawolves for an outstanding season to date. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Simon Fraser University enters tonight's contest 24-5, its second best record in the NCAA era. SFU has secured the number 3 seed in next week's Great Northwest Athletic Conference Championship Tournament. Each fall, Simon Fraser University welcomes its incoming group of freshman student athletes, and each spring, the university says thank you to its graduating seniors. Through hard work and dedication, these student athletes, like many of the alumni here tonight, have helped create a rich tradition that is Clan women's basketball. This year, we pay tribute to our senior co-captains, Ellen Kett and Meg Wilson. At this time, we ask Ellen Kent to come forward. Ellen came to Canada from Melbourne, Australia after Coach Langford spotted her club team visiting BC to play high school teams. 4 years later, she is one of our all-time great point guards. She ranks number 4 on the SFU career assists list, and this season, Ellen leads NCAA in assists. She has recorded a 20-assist game 2 weeks ago, which is 4th all-time in NCAA Division II and a new GNAC record. Ellen also holds the GNAC records for assists in a season. A health sciences major, Ellen is presenting flowers to her parents, Father Peter and Mother Lucy. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, put your hands together to help us pay tribute to Ellen Kent. At this time, we will now ask Meg Wilson to come forward. Meg came to us 5 years ago from London, Ontario. She has blossomed into a versatile player, ranking among the GNAC top 10 in scoring, rebounding, and steals. Meg was a GNAC All-Conference Honorable Mention as a junior. In the summer of 2015, Meg led Canada to a silver medal at the World University Games. It was Canada's first medal in 25 years. Meg is pursuing her degree in health sciences with a minor in kinesiology. Meg is presenting flowers to her parents, Sharon and Scott. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Meg Wilson. The women's basketball team really celebrates the seniors after the season on April 15th at the SFU Pub. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you, the fans, for your enthusiasm and support all season long, but especially for coming tonight to Pink Night, which was organized by Ellen Kett and executed by the whole team. You have cheered us on this season, and your spirit has been appreciated more than ever by our student athletes, our coaches, and staff. Thank you.
We'd also like to recognize Alan, because Alan organized Pink Night for the second year in a row. That's going to be give her a hand, that'd be great. And the whole team helped do the decorations, the setup, and the gifts and all those kind of things, so thank you very much, ladies.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to tonight's game between the visiting University of Alaska Anchorage Seawolves and your Simon Fraser University Clan. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we do ask that you please rise as we join Megan Dally for the singing of the American and Canadian national anthems.
Welcome back to the West Gym here at Simon Fraser University. Beautiful Seniors Night presentation, including not only the Clan, but also Alaska Anchorage. Always a great touch. So classy to recognize the opposition seniors, and head coach Bruce Langford of the Simon Fraser Clan out there with a flower presentation to Anchorage players as well as Simon Fraser players Meg Wilson and Ellen Kett. Boy, will they be missed here in the West Gym. set to play their final games. And incredible careers in Simon Fraser clan colors. Meg Wilson, of course, missing all of last season with an injury. Compartment syndrome surgery had taken her out of commission, so she's back here and gets to finish up with teammate Ellen Kett, and what a dynamic pair they have been. It was Kett with the great skip pass to Wilson on Thursday for that last-second basket in the win over the Fairbanks Nanooks. As the teams now introducing the starting lineups here. Elisa Homer, the Handsworth Royal, the sharpshooter from downtown, being introduced first here to the crowd. And the bleachers are out at the very top as well, so expecting a big crowd in here tonight. Ellen Kett, she gets a huge round from the crowd here at the West Gym. So Ellen Kett, some life-size Ellen Kett heads, even larger than life in the crowd as well. Rachel Fradsley getting the call as well in the front court for Simon Fraser, and Meg Wilson as well. There they go, the two Ontario natives grew up together. And Ozzy Nabucco, the freshman, wearing number 32. And Ozzy normally taking that jump ball. The Alaska Anchorage Seawolves also out there. And we'll get to their starters in just a second when they bring the house lights up. For Alaska Anchorage, it's going to be Tara Thompson, number 3, along with Alicia Devine, number 15, Kiki Robertson wearing number 23, Sierra Foa, number 24, and Autumn Williams as well, wearing number 32. And you'll spot her there, wearing number 32, wearing the black headband, that Nike swoosh in the front. And getting set to take the opening tip here, it's going to be Kiki Robertson and Ozzy Nabucco. Kiki just concedes to Ozzy. Great jumper there, and Simon Fraser taking possession. A bullet pass into the post right through the hands of Nabucco. And very quickly, here they come, the Anchorage Seawolves, 19-0 in the GNAC. Boy, what a team. Star power here in the West Gym tonight. Devine now the drive to the basket, the shot off the window. Too tough, but they get the offensive rebound. Williams will kick it back up to Thompson. And back to Robertson. Little runner on the baseline with 4 on the shot clock for Tara Thompson, the Anchorage native. And the sophomore will open the scoring here in the first 45 seconds of play. So Alaska with the quick lead here. Wilson this time driving into the paint, the whistle blows. Devine, I believe, getting called for the foul, number 15 of the Seawolves. First foul of the game. Homer down to Fradsley. Back up top to Homer. And Ellen Kett now with the basketball. Clan in the half court, working a nice 3-ball for Kett, and she knocks it down. Ellen Kett. Big 3-pointer there, in the Clan with a 1-point lead here. And great to see the fan support and the love the crowd has here for Ellen Kett. As we welcome our analyst, Sahid Valley Hashem, to the mic here. The jump shot there, but Williams doesn't go. She's averaging over 20 points a game.
Oh, yeah, she's definitely someone that they're going to have to do a great job of locking down if they want to have a chance at winning this game.
And the chance at winning, what Z says, is what has the crowd so enraptured here tonight.
And this is a big game. I mean, this game has been circled on the calendar for a very long time for a lot of people in this gym,
it has,
including myself.
Both teams already locked into their playoff positioning. But, boy, huge momentum with the Simon Fraser win and really wanting to compete against the best. No better opportunity here as Williams drive and kick back up top. The jumper is off the mark there by Thompson. And the rebound by Fradsley. West Gym just breathing life here with those upper stands open tonight. Here's Fradsley. Homer. Wilson to a cutter down low. It's Fradsley, and Frad's missing underneath. Great opportunity.
Yeah, that's a tough one. He's not going to miss too many of those, but maybe the jitters got to her there.
They may well have. A shot off the front of the iron from Afoa is not going to go, and Kiki Robertson will reset with a new shot clock. Williams looking down low, and the Clan doing some good work defensively. As Devine unable to get to that ball. A timeout called here on the floor. Media timeout about 2.5 minutes into this basketball game, and we said it right off the top. Autumn Williams started all 27 of the team's games. They're 26-1 overall, 12-0 on the road, 21.3 points per game. And not only that, Z, the next highest scorer is Kiki Robertson at 8.6 points per game. It looks funny.
That does look funny. I mean, only one player in double-digit scoring, but over 20, so that takes up for what could be 2 players on a normal roster. But definitely, you know, both teams had a tough outing, a long, enduring outing on Thursday nights. Obviously, SFU here with the 2 seniors connecting on the game-winning shot. Ket with a beautiful pass to Wilson. He banks one in with milliseconds left in this game to seal the victory here. And then, Anchorage down in Bellingham going the distance, a double overtime win down there. So both teams will have to see what kind of energy they play with here and what kind of intensity they can bring here. But, just the magnitude of this game in itself should bring the players up in level in terms of intensity.
Hey, you are right about that. I think there's a playoff level feel here. Even you're not going to see it often, but with everything decided in the standings on the last day of the regular season, to have this kind of a vibe in the building, and it's because of Anchorage and the final home game for Simon Fraser, the final game for their 2 seniors. So as he says, lots of atmosphere here in the building today and emotion for these players as Ket brings the ball up across half court. Wilson's going to go inside to Fradgley. Ooh, she kept that pivot. Oh, they are going to call it. That's a late whistle there, but
yeah, it's a late whistle, but the right one. Looked like she did pick up that pivot when near side official Steve Landreau might have missed
Taylor
that
Jackson
one.
charging into the game here, wearing number 12 and her pink. Taylor Jackson really in the spirit here. The pink headband, the pink ponytail, and the pink top as well on Pink Day here. Ooh, and there's a drive, and Taylor Jackson, immediate impact. See, she steps right in and draws the charge on the baseline.
Yeah, it comes off the bench, subs in, first possession down, takes a beautiful charge. And we saw a couple of those last game, mainly from Ellen Ket, but I think Jackson might have taken one last game as well. So nice to see her be active defensively and draw the charge, and that's King's first foul.
Right down the court, they can't get it to go with Nabucco. That was Kamaja King who drove at Taylor Jackson and got called for the foul. Some subs already into the game here early for Anchorage. Yasmin Gu, number 10, just touched the ball on the baseline right now with a reverse attempt. There's not going to go, and that was number 2, King.
Another low-scoring affair here. We're 3 minutes and 11 seconds in this game. We've got a total of 5 points.
Well, Ryan McCarthy's made some real quick changes here. He's brought in 3 different players, I think, and right off the inbound, Shelby Cloninger, their 6th person, able to score it there for a 4-3 Anchorage lead.
Yeah, maybe looking for a spark off the bench, see if some of these subs can maybe invigorate the offense, and early here they have the 4-3 lead.
Simon Fraser basketball, Meg Wilson, who scored that. We got to have a shout out to Gabe Lynn today. If he can get that clip of that winning basket at some point today, we'd love to see it again. That was a tremendous moment for the Clan this season.
That's going to be...
You snuck one by me there, Gabe. I was looking away studying my game notes. He's already shown. Sorry to jump in there, Z.
No problem. That's going to be Anchorage's 4th foul here, so 3:30 into this game, 3:29 in this game, and Anchorage has 4 fouls, so SFU is going to shoot bonus going forward on the next foul, and then 3 for the last 6:31 of this quarter. No fouls on SFU yet.
So good aggressive play, you're right. Seeing Nabucco, who kind of typifies that as Homer takes the seat for Vanessa G, number 2. Nabucco will rattle the ball home. 5-4 Simon Fraser lead. And Gu now with the basketball. King the pass off to Cloninger. Now on the baseline, the skip pass. They were looking for Wandersea, and it was taken away from Hannah Wandersea, and here come the Clan. G is going to put the long distance ball up quickly, off the mark there. Another sub into the game. Sophie Swant will come into the game for Ozzy Nabucco. Two more as we look at the Clan TV replay there. Two more of the starters, Kiki Robertson and Tara Thompson, now back into the game. For Alaska Anchorage, as we mentioned, 19-0, looking for that perfect GNAC record. 16 years this conference now in existence. The jumper is going to go, and that's Tara Thompson, the Anchorage native. So 7-5 Seawolves. Tenacious defense being played from beyond the perimeter here by the Seawolves. Simon Fraser scrambling to gain some semblance of order here. Sophie Swan, and right in her face was Kiki Robertson.
And that's going to be the 5th foul, so Swan is going to go to the line for 2 shots here.
We're only 4:25 into the first quarter.
And the Anchorage coaching staff having a few words for the officials and just pointing out kindly and that it's 5-0 on the fouls here.
So Swant getting a chance there. Ryan McCarthy really wanting to let the officials know, and I think they heard him. So Laster, number 4, out of the game. And Williams comes back in quickly here. Swant makes them both. 7-7 the score here. As Kiki Robertson to Williams now. Swant will draw that tough defensive assignment. Jumper isn't going to go there for Thompson. Kiki Robertson, the point guard, the second leading scorer on this team. Fresh new shot clock for Williams to put up the 3 ball off the mark there. Sophie with a rebound.
And neither team being able to really find a groove in this game. A lot of pretty physical to start, but no one's really getting looks to the basket.
Rare turnover there, right into the block, and Cloninger there to feed Williams down the court, and Autumn right down the court for the lay-in. Some pressure from Anchorage here as Tia Sang comes running off the bench. She'll come in at the next stoppage. Wilson quickly down the floor to Ken Ellen, driving into the paint. Tries to play a tough angle off the window. Bodies all over the floor. Swan Jackson and over in the corner, Ellen Kidd at 1.3 Clan players on the pine.
And Anchorage is going to come away with that on the arrow. So we get a couple subs here.
Boy, Ryan McCarthy is moving players in and out. His entire lineups, he has been on the floor already in the first 5 minutes and 15 seconds. Every player on the Anchorage roster.
Yeah, and it's 10 players, so usually you see 12 to 14 women on a roster, but Anchorage being able to be the number 2 ranked team in the nation with 10 girls is pretty impressive.
Well, they've obviously got a rhythm here. We'll see what that double overtime did in Bellingham in terms of their edge here tonight. They're playing pretty tough to start. Sang with a nice hand on that ball to create the turnover. Here's Kett now. Ellen gets it back and is going to get the layup. It goes right off of a Seawolves player right into her hands. Kett just keeps steaming to the basket for the layup. Game locked now at 9. Here's Kiki Robertson. Afoa to Williams. Back up top to Thompson. Robertson, no-look cross-court pass. Thompson, little fake on Sang. Runner on the baseline, won't go. Ripped out of the sky there by Shelby Cloninger. Samantha Beauchamp now set as we look at the Clan TV replay. Kett following through. A great look at that finish as Meg Wilson takes a break here. Taylor Jackson as well. Sam Beauchamp, the Holy Cross product, now in the game. Boy, Williams driving there. Afoa with a loose ball back to Robertson, a new shot clock for Anchorage. And it looks like Sam Beauchamp is going to be guarding. Well, they're playing something of a, I'm not sure what kind of a defense they're playing.
Yeah, he had the post coming out there. Yeah. And maybe a slight mismatch there at the switch, but nevertheless, they get back in a defensive position.
Here's Kiki driving through 2 Clan players who's going to draw the contact and the foul. I was wondering if that was some type of a junk defense they had thrown at Williams.
Yeah, I think they're looking like they're trying to throw things off there for the Seawolves, but Seawolves kind of picked up on that and were able to draw a foul, go to the line.
So Kiki makes the first. Some zone principles showing there, but looked like Beauchamp was still on a bit of a leash in terms of playing inside the paint. So we'll see what they do next time down the floor, but interesting look from head coach Bruce Langford there. Jumper's gonna, the free throw will go there for Kiki. Makes them both 11-9 for Anchorage. Laster guarding Kent across court to Sang. Sam Beauchamp up to Sophie. Look at this three ball from Tia. It's not gonna fall. Rebound there by Afoa, and Robertson charges up the court across half court. Tara Thompson. Alicia Devine, little head fake on Beauchamp, right to the basket, off the window. Great move there by Alicia Devine.
Yeah, that's a really nice move. She just beat her defender. Great handles for her height and size, and she was just able to get to the basket easily.
You're right about that. She's 6'1".
Kind of looks like a Meg Wilson out there, but wearing 15.
That's
Same
a great
style.
Great comparables. Here is Sang with the basketball. Lob looked like it was going to get stolen. It is. Thompson now quickly up the court, finding Robertson. Homer set the check in at the next stoppage for the Clan. Laster driving, knocked out of bounds there by Ozzy Nabucco. Boy, I'm surprised how quickly they rotate and how much Autumn Williams actually sits on the bench.
Yeah, no, and obviously, yes, he trusts his players here, so he has full confidence in his entire bench.
28.5 minutes a game for Autumn Williams, so she does sit. She's not like Ellen Kett. Great pass from Kett down the floor to Swant, swatted down, and a whistle blows as Kamaija King came down with the hammer.
Yeah, that's an out of bounds. Actually, we didn't get a foul call there, so.
As we look on the Clan TV replay, you're right, all ball, and great look there from our camera crew here at the West Gym. Off the inbounds, and Fradge, great look there, and she'll carom the ball home, 13-11.
Yeah, you got to wonder if Meg Wilson might be hurt or something. You got to think that she'd be on the floor at this juncture in the game, but she's been sitting for.
It's Swant on the floor, a loose ball. Look at the appetite for the basketball. They'll call a jump ball there. Interesting, Z, when she came out, she took her mouth guard out, was kind of chewing on it. Didn't look like she was hurt.
No.
But you're right, it's an extended stay on the bench. For the Clan, among their regulars, the only person we really haven't seen is Taylor Dryman, the rookie point guard out of Gonzaga Prep in Spokane. Pretty much everybody else in that regular rotation has been on the floor here. 1:45 left in the quarter, Kent with the basketball. Cross court, Homer tees it up. Off the mark, doesn't draw any iron there.
And the Clan, 1 of 4 from 3, traditionally a very good three-point shooting team. They shoot just under 45% on the season, so they're gonna have to hoist a couple of shots, hoist a couple of threes here, and get back to that part of their game.
Well, having not seen them play this season, but I just don't remember them changing their personnel up so quickly. It looks like Homer's going to get called for the foul there on the perimeter. It could be kind of unsettling for a defense when you're consistently guarding different players.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a tough team to scout if they have 10 girls that actively see floor time.
Underneath the basket, great play they run there for Wandersea. The Kodiak, Alaska native will get the layup there, 15-11. This Alaska team operates with great efficiency. You're not going to be 19-0 without it. Kent slips, recovers, skips out to Swant. Great instincts by Sophie to get out there. Ellen gets it back, switches hands, and the key can't get it. Ripped away by Fradgley. And Rachel went in there for the jump ball. And I don't know, that was a real quick whistle on the jump ball.
That was. If the official waited a hair of a second,
Looked
probably
like
would have had possession there, yeah.
So they got one taken away from them. And we'll see what they can do here is Yasmin Gu, the Daly City, California native, coming up the floor. Devine, they move it around the horn. Thompson feeding the post. Devine, quick turnaround pivot's not going to work. And really it was Nabucco and Kett guarding Devine underneath the basket. 31.8 seconds left. This game's going too fast.
Yeah, about a 1.8 second differential on the shot clock. See if the Clan will hang on here for a last shot situation or shoot with, leave Anchorage with very little time.
Kett's going to turn the corner, go to Homer in the far corner. Elisa with a tough little medium ranger underneath Nabucco, can't find the angle. And that's Zara Laster now with the basketball. Homer guarding her. Down to 7 seconds left in the quarter. Those Seawolves are shouting out the seconds here. Gu with the basketball. What a wide open play there was there. And Hannah Wandersee couldn't knock down the wide open jumper. 15-11, a 4-point lead for the visitors from Alaska. The Seawolves from Anchorage with a 4-point lead at 15-11. And pink night here and a nice healthy crowd in the building. And I'm sure that crowd will swell as this game progresses. Meg Wilson seems to be all right. She's come and checked in with the minor officials. So to start the second quarter, Wilson will be back out there. We can't forget our sponsors and those help that bring Clan TV to the air all season long on our basketball broadcast. And Nestor's Market, we have to mention them, the proud official grocer, the Simon Fraser University Athletics. The full selection of items we've told you all year, organic, all natural, gluten-free, and much more. They're in the cornerstone, so visit Nestor's Market today. Should also let you know that the GNAC Women's Basketball Championship, Saturday, the final day of the season, as we mentioned, and on March the 2nd through the 4th, 6 teams, including your SFU Clan, will be headed to Lacey, Washington, home of the St. Martin Saints, to compete in the 2017 GNAC Women's Basketball Championship. Following that tournament, it's the NCAA Division II Women's Basketball Championships, the big dance, and the selection show to be live streamed March the 5th at 7 p.m. Pacific time on ncaa.com for full postseason coverage of the Clan women's basketball team. It's athletics.sfu.ca/W basketball. You can follow your Clan through the postseason. So Meg Wilson now to inbound to start this second quarter of play. Kett with the basketball. Nabucco seemed a little lost when she caught that ball and really hesitated for a moment.
Yeah, she's gonna turn it over there. She's gonna turn it over there on the travel.
Anchorage now with the basketball. Apologies for leaving the air for just a second there. Devine now with the basketball. Laster, Zara Laster, number 4. The handoff play to Devine. Shot clock's down to 8. Devine back to Gu. Yasmin will make a move with it. Down to 3, batted away from her, and Kett comes away with the basketball. Ellen, steady dribble, the great look underneath to Meg Wilson, and a miss underneath. A tough break, but Fradgley with the offensive rebound. Right back underneath in the forest. And another chance, multiple opportunities, and Fradgley with the hook shot finally scoring the basket. Ozzy Nabucco went up between 2 tall defenders and was unable to score. A miss there by the Seawolves and a rebound by Homer.
I didn't get to see who shot that down there for.
I missed it too.
Yeah.
And I'll tell our producer engineer Gabe Lynn, we were wondering about the Alaska shot.
You can see Fradgley looks a little exhausted out there.
She's working hard down there for sure. That's for sure. As you looked at the replay of Fradgley's shot, here is Sang with the 3 ball off the side of the goal, but she follows it and gets her own offensive rebound. Missed by the Clan, and Kiki Robertson now in control up the floor, number 23. Thompson back to Williams, to Robertson, to Afoa. Here is the multi-talented number 32. Great job there to read the dribble and get on the floor.
Bringing another jump ball. We probably had 4 jump balls in this game, so both teams getting really aggressive there with the ball and for those loose balls.
Meg Wilson doing a great job there on Autumn Williams. The alternating possession will give the Seawolves the basketball. Just underway here in the second quarter from the West Gym Howard Samura Zahid Valley Hashem as the Seawolves go right to the rim. And Kiki Robertson will score the basketball. 17-13 the score. Bradley, the inbounds pass to Kit. Taylor Drynan, the rookie, is set to check in here at the next stoppage for Simon Fraser. Sang with the basketball. Homer now. Ball reversal to Ked, and they will get a dervish out there. They'll find Fradley on the block. Rachel, the turnaround, gets it knocked out of her hands. And Kiki Robertson on the full sprint right down to the basket for the layup. It's Shelby Cloninger.
Coach Langford's going to take a 30-second timeout here. He's seen enough.
19-13, 6-point lead right now for the Seawolves. Largest lead of the game, I believe, at this point. Taylor Jackson's going to check in at the next stoppage, or come in after this timeout, check that. Alaska Anchorage doing a great job in that opening quarter of play, though. Both teams shooting real low percentages. Simon Fraser was 3 of 12 from the field for 25% in the opening quarter of play. Alaska Anchorage 32%, 6 of 19. And we'll see if those efficiencies rise. Nice crowd in the gym here today, Z. Great to see those bleachers at the top open.
Yeah, we've had some good crowds over the season, but none like this, obviously, and this is the biggest one of the year, biggest opponent, so it's nice to see such a great turnout here, and obviously we have the men's game to follow, so hopefully a lot of these fans will stick around for the double header here to end the season. Seniors night, pink game, a lot going on.
And boy, I'll tell you, great atmosphere here created by this Clan Athletic Department. You got to tip your hat to Steve Frost. He's doing a great job of really getting into the grassroots of this basketball community and getting groups of young players and just groups in total coming into this building and finding out what a great product it is. NCAA basketball, something to watch here atop Burnaby Mountain. Simon Fraser with a 15-4 record. What a season it's been for the Clan. As Drynan now with the basketball. Cross court to Ellen Kett now. Kett has Williams guarding her. They'll go to Sang. So two pure freshmen on the floor right now for Simon Fraser. Kett's long distance. Bomb is going to fall. Ellen Kett knocks down the triple. Big shot there. Makes it a one-possession game at 19-16. Williams the deft touch, but not enough there to score the basket in the paint. Home run ball at the other end. Meg Wilson, the girl who loves to run.
And a beautiful pass from Kett. Wow, senior to senior. Got to love it.
That was a bullet. Here's Robertson, head down, drive to the basket, kicks it back out to Afoa. Williams wide open as she knocks down a triple. Jackson was closing, but Williams made a clutch shot there. 22-18, it's a 4-point lead for Anchorage. Drynan had the ball batted away from behind by Williams. And there is a battle for the ball on the floor in the paint. Wandersea and King will check into the game. Out of the game will be Afoa and King. Kayla off the inbounds to Sang. Dish, Wilson, short little jumper off the window, doesn't go. Big rebound there by Tia. Tees it up for a three to Ellen Kett, and back-to-back triples.
Wow, what a great shot from Ellen Kett. As you said, back-to-back. She 4 of 6 here, 11 points to lead all scored.
So Ellen Kett starting to heat up. There's a sign, I think, there meant for her, crikey.
But that play, I tell you, is Tia Sang was able to get that offensive rebound there, as you see on the replay, and that's what kept that play alive. So credit to her for that big offensive rebound there.
Tia with a great offensive rebound. Boy, she's going to be good. She comes out of the game now for Sophie Swan. And you see a bit of Sophie Swan in Tia Sang.
Yeah, and looks like Meg Wilson might have some blood on her, so she's going to have to sub out, and Ozzy's going to come and spell her momentarily while they clean that up.
So Nabucco out as they clean up the court. So it's going to be Swanton, Nabucco, along with Kett, Jackson, and Drynan. And I love how they're able to play both point guards on the floor, give Ellen a rest off the ball, but also look to the future with Taylor Drynan and let her run the show here. Great move on the baseline off the window. King with a great move there, real quick, and finds a way to score it 24-21. Here's a jumper from Drynan. Taylor, the freshman, knocks it down.
How the Clan have come alive from three-point range. His last 3 possessions down the floor have been triples.
And you were just mentioning the struggles there, Z. 1 for 4, 1 for 5, or whatever they were. They've got it going now. The miss from Williams. The score is tied. The Clan can take the lead here to get to the midway point in the second quarter. Swant back to Drynan. Williams guarding her. They'll go to Allen to steady the ship here, and finding Sophie Swant. The entry to Taylor.
Yeah, she's got to turn with that and go. She had a great look at the basket there.
Kent with a skip to Swant. Yeah, you're right about that. Taylor turned down the shot.
Yeah, I don't know if she recognized that she beat her defender with that pass. She might have thought someone was behind her and she kicked it back out, but if she just turned, she would have had a wide open look at a layup and an uncharacteristic like turnover from Ellen Kett here.
As we see on the Clan replay, shooting out the lights, Taylor Drynan, Gonzaga Prep, knocking down the big shot there, matching that jersey number 3 with the big shot. 24-24, Z, it's been a great opening half.
And the officials are going to stop play here. It looks like some blood from the previous sequences remains on the floor as Meg Wilson comes back out and may have changed her jersey here. Or sorry, someone's bringing her jersey.
She is wearing jersey number 31 right now. She's wearing that's a tough break for Meg. You know,
yeah.
She's in her last home game, last game at home, and she can't wear her regular number. So Meg Wilson is going to be 31. So Bruce Langford, on the advice of Zahid Vali Hassan, letting the officials know a jersey number change for Meg Wilson when she comes into the game. Here's King quickly. And a jumper there is going to fall for Shelby Cloninger.
Well, now the referee just stopped see number 11.
Well, now Cloninger has blood on the bottom of the second digit of 1 on her jersey.
Yeah.
So
I had a collision at some point early.
So Meg's coming in as 31. The souvenir Meg Wilson jersey, 31 in her final Clan home game. Her final Clan regular season game.
Yeah, it must have been something earlier that caused all this blood around, but it didn't seem like anyone was overly injured.
Yeah, I know. I don't know where it all came from, whether it was Meg's or maybe Cedric was doing something. Who knows? Clan super fan. Drynan with the ball now to Kat. Wilson now. Swat with a skip to Wilson underneath. Can't get it to go in traffic. A ton of Seawolves underneath the basket. Meg powers her way to the basket. Will draw the contact and the foul. And the foul being called against Kamaja King. Her second foul of the game.
Can you go ask Gabe if I need to film capture? You don't have to. Yeah, but it's the paper thing.
So Cloninger now wearing 14. Numbers changing everywhere here as we look on the Clan TV replay. Look at Wilson's strength in the block.
Coming down with that rebound there and just a sea of
green
converge on her.
That's right. And she makes the N1 opportunity in her new number 31. And there she goes. That is the greatest skill Meg has. It's knocking it away, and she gets the layup. Meg Wilson doing what she does best. Ellen Kett has done what she does best. And the Clan right now have a 28-27 lead over the 19-0 Seawolves. They brought their game here today. King with a basketball. Swant guarding her. A bit of a push off there. Williams with a basketball. King now guarded by Swant. Shot clock's down to 5. Williams is going to take a couple of bounces here, but Wilson all over her, and what a defensive stance by the Simon Fraser clan. The whole bench stands up and applauds, including head coach Bruce Langford, as we look on the Clan TV replay. Wilson getting that steal. Wherever Meg plays at the pro level after she finishes here, that will be her calling card. And I'm going to miss not seeing that here in the West Gym.
Yeah, we're going to miss both of those seniors. They've just been a pleasure to watch for the last 4 years. Yeah, and
don't go.
Hopefully they can come out with a win here, because this would be a big one for them.
Wilson's drive, the whistle blows, and the foul being called.
As we're going to get some more cleanup here on the floor.
What is going on? Is it coming from the ceiling?
But I think it's Swant maybe that was.
Wow, okay.
You see Swant and Meg both taped up, because they at some point had some blood.
Wow, okay, so we've had a lot of time here for...
And Meg Wilson is bleeding. She's getting tended to at the end of the floor here.
And is it a finger she's showing?
But she's
a digit, maybe?
They're in live play here, so I'm not sure what...
A great look from our Clan cameras as they catch Meg Wilson tending to that right hand. That will be her shooting hand. Swant to Wilson. She's going to put it up. Boom! Meg Wilson.
Well, I think we could say the hand's okay.
The hand's okay. She put a little Band-Aid or something on it, goes out there and knocks down the big 3-ball. 31-27, 4-point Clan lead here. Jumper is going to be whistled no.
So we're going to count this basket. The basket went in.
But they blew the whistle virtually before she shot the ball.
Let's see if the basket goes here.
No, I don't think they'll count the basket.
Well, if it's in the flight, if the ball's in the flight, it should count, and it will count.
Score 2 points. It was on the you called it before the shot.
Wow, I've never seen that. See, you're the master rule. You're an official yourself.
Yeah, so the ball is in the flight away from the three-pointer. The foul is called while the ball had already been released, so the basket will count. Homer's going to pick up the foul, and Green is going to get the ball back on the baseline.
So 31-30, big shot there. Anchorage gets the triple, and they're going to take the lead. Oh, indeed, what a way, a 5-point swing, amazing. Just like that, Anchorage back in the lead. Simon had a 4-point lead. They now trail by 1 in the blink of an eye. Here's Homer looking for Wilson underneath. They will say Simon Fraser basketball, that it went off of Cloninger, who is wearing 14. 3:03 to the half here in a 1-point game as Drynan has her inbound pass knocked away by Cloninger. 2 jerseys have undergone number changes, one on each team.
Not to mention at different times too, so it wasn't the same.
Yeah, and blood's been cleaned up in both keys. They try to enter to Taylor, but good defensive job there by Sierra Foa. Playing against the 6-foot-plus Jackson at 5'10", Foa bats the ball away.
Yeah, Clan are getting inbound here with 4 seconds left, so let's see what they draw up. Looks like maybe a lob pass to one of the posts. Here we go.
They go to Meg instead, and Meg squeezes it. 2 on the shot clock as she turns, can't draw iron there. And Anchorage will come away with the basketball and a 1-point lead.
Yeah, that's probably not what they drew up out of that. It was a bit of a sloppy inbound pass, and Meg Wilson had to throw up a prayer as the shot clock expired.
Ked and Fradgley set the check in at the next stoppage. Jumper hoisted, not going to reach the rim from Tara Thompson. So Jackson and Dryden will check out of the game. As we mentioned, Ket and Frage now in the game for Simon Fraser.
Yeah, that's a good sub to get Ket a couple minutes of a break there as you're going to need her here in this last 2:30.
Ellen with the basketball. Laster guarding her. Ket cross court looking for Swant, can't squeeze it underneath, and a jump ball is called.
And an arrow favors the Seawolves, so a turnover by Ket. That's her third turnover.
I don't know if our mics picked up head coach Bruce Langford, but he said, Ellen, I don't even recognize our offense. So they'll try and reset next time down the floor. Robertson driving to the basket. Ellen will grab the ball right out of Kiki Robertson's hands.
I don't see that one too often. Her momentum carried her right out of bounds with the ball.
So Robertson to Laster. Looking off the Cloninger screen and the Afoa screen as well to go to Kiki. Laster takes a shot and will knock it down. Efficiency there. Ket thought she had the touch there, can't find the range, and Kiki Robertson 1-on-3. Still with the basketball, kicks it up top and stolen by Sang. Tia full flight down the floor. Oh, and no call there. Boy, I thought there was some contact there
was some contact there, and they missed that.
From Laster. Boy, that was pretty obvious. Here's Laster, and she scores it. Boy.
That miss down there and the no call, it really cost the Clan as the Seawolves come back and get the easy 2 to extend a 5-point lead here.
No, certainly off that 3 that was on that other play, and now that one there. Really, Simon Fraser has dug a hole here, down 5.
And Coach Langford was all over the officials on that one, wanting a call. They're going to get one.
He's going to get one here.
Yeah. Robertson's going to pick up her second foul here. They're reaching.
So Simon Fraser battling, playing well, but still down by 5. The swings have gone against him here. Autumn Williams, number 32, back in the game as we look at the Clan TV replay. Would love to see that one again. It wasn't queued up and ready, but I'm sure the contact was there. Here is Swant now with the basketball. 45 seconds left in the half.
This will be a bonus situation if you're going to get a foul, non-shooting, but Anchorage picking up their 5th right there, so Fradley's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Take a look at the replay here.
It looks like she might have had a hand on the hip there.
Yeah. Nice look at it from our Clan TV replay. Fradley at the free throw line, 41.8 seconds left. Frage is going to make them both here to make it a 3-point game.
And the Clan 8 for 8 from the line. Didn't get to the line until late in the game against Fairbanks, but here they are 8 for 8.
Oh, that's
Anchorage,
right. You're right about
2
that.
Yeah.
Williams now with the basketball. Gets a handoff play as she drives and pulls up inside the arc. So a long 2 there from Williams, and you can't let her heat up. 16 seconds left here. Out of bounds, it's going to go to Anchorage. I wasn't sure if we were being cued for a halftime interview or not. Yasmin Gu now with the basketball. Down to 4 seconds left in the half. Wilson jumps in defensively on the floor, and that's going to do it. So some solid defense right at the end of the half by the Clan. They trail by 5 against 19-0. Alaska Anchorage, the number 2 ranked team in women's Division II basketball. What a first half that was. Sets a great stage for the second half of play. And we will rejoin you just prior to the start of the second half. Howard Samura, Zahid Valley Hassan, 38-33, Alaska Anchorage over Simon Fraser on Clan TV from the West Gym.
It's not the will to win that matters the most. It's the will to prepare to win that matters. Expect the unexpected, and you'll never be thrown off your game. I am Taylor Lundgren, and I am ready for the new season.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
I love basketball. I love to get in here and work on different things every day by myself, with my coaches, with the teammates. And so I think that you have to work hard. You have to make sacrifices some places in your life, but it all becomes worth it when you see the success that you can have.
Meg Wilson's skill is unquestioned, but it's her work ethic that has driven the clan forward to new heights in her final season atop Burnaby Mountain. That drive, combined with the willingness to consistently reinvent herself as a player, has led her to become one of the most versatile players in the GNAC.
I think when I got here I was definitely a post player, but I wasn't as strong as other players. And so Langford really encouraged me to get outside and shoot the three and develop that over the summer in my game. And I think that that's something I worked on so that he'd be able to play me as a three instead of always putting me inside. And then this year I've added being able to score off the dribble and being able to attack more. And so I think that's helped me be able to see my teammates and be more of a leader on the court. I always want to get better. I'm never satisfied. I mean, you can always make mistakes. You always can try and get better, get more shots up, add things to your game. So it's definitely something that I'm always working on.
Off the court, Wilson points to a few teammates in her early years as a key factor in her growth as a person and a leader.
In my first year when I first got here, I was super quiet. I was just sort of didn't say much to anyone. I was shocked by the whole thing. The people who were here in my first year that really encouraged me, and they really made BC my second home and supported me and gave me somewhere where I wanted to stay for the next 4 years. And so I think those people in my first year really made a huge difference in how I grew. And also Chelsea Reist was a huge leader for this team throughout my whole time, and she's one of my closest friends, and I think I've learned a lot about her, about the importance of how caring for everyone on and off the court and making this a team environment so that everyone can thrive.
However, when it comes time to reflect on her experience with Simon Fraser, there are almost too many people for the forward to thank.
Of course, Langford, he has done so much for developing me into the person and the player that I am today and giving me the opportunity to play here. And Jess does so much for our team behind the scenes and getting all of us ready so that we're there for the games, putting in so many hours for our travel and everything. And of course, all my teammates that I've had here, they've each of them have had an important role in my life. I have great friends with all of them, and so I think that they've all taught me something. I wouldn't want to do this experience without having so much fun with them. And most importantly, I'd like to thank my parents and my family for all their support over the years. I have a great support system. I know that a lot of people wish that SFU was a little closer to home so that they could come to games, but it's so nice to be able to have family around to help you and just make the experience more fun.
And what's more, the London, Ontario native would do it all again in a heartbeat.
I don't think that I would change anything. I mean, I think everything happens for a reason. Even having surgery last year, I think I learned a lot as a player, both about myself and as a teammate, to help other people when things aren't always going their way. But I think that it's been a great experience, my 5 years. I've met great people. I've had a lot of fun here, so I don't think I'd change anything. Maybe we'd take another win or so that we didn't get along the way.
Never really wanted to come here. It was more like a chore for me to be here. My first year was a lot of, I have to go to practice, I have to go on this road trip, I have to go and play basketball. But I think there was a switch that just went off in my head after first year that was just like, I get this amazing experience. I get to live in a different country. I get to meet so many new, great, fabulous people. So I think that was it.
That was the beginning of Ellen Kett's career with the SFU women's basketball program. Not the most ideal way to start, but over the years, she has developed and become one of the most elite point guards to ever wear a Clan uniform. This season, as a senior, her leadership on and off the court is key to helping her team deliver the best finish SFU has had since joining the NCAA.
It's like we're just very supportive of each other. Like everyone's gotten to know each other. I know my first couple of years, like I would always room with the same person on the road, but I think Langford and Jess have done a great job of, moving us around and getting to know everybody else on a more personal level, And I guess we're all going for the same goal. Like we all want to win at the end of the day. So.
As the quarterback of the team, Kett's idea of a good game isn't how many points she can put up, but instead how many assists she finishes the game with.
I think assists is a big part of my game. I mean, at the end of the day, that's kind of what I'm there to do, running the point guard. I am there to be a playmaker. It gives me a good indication of how I did in the game, and it kind of gives me some sort of satisfaction in, getting other people into the spots that they need to be. Like I drive down to the block and Fraj is there, she's going to sweep underneath the hoop to the other side so I can either score or pass it off to her. If Meg's at the high post, I drive at her, I know that she's going to back cut every single time. More often than not, I drive the baseline, I know someone's going to be in that corner ready to spot up for the three. I see Ozzy running the floor, I'm going to give her the ball 9 times out of 10 because I know she's the most athletic person in the league. So I guess you got to know who you're playing with, but at the same time, you got to know the defensive tendencies.
And true to form, Kett's favorite play in her Clan career was one where she delivered a precision pass to Rachel Fragile that led to the game-winning play.
Last year at Anchorage, when we went over to Alaska and we upset Anchorage whilst they were the #1 team in the country at the time, I mean, it was just unreal when Frag got her and1 play and then put in the free throw to put us up by 1 with a few seconds to go. And honestly, everyone was just ecstatic. Like, I don't know if you saw the reactions on the bench with the video, but even Jess was going nuts, and I don't think I've ever seen Langford happier. It's just unreal.
With her career at SFU coming to an end, the Melbourne, Australia native has many people to thank for her time here.
It's interesting. I mean, I know they support me in everything that I do, but after games sometimes, I'll get a message from my mom and dad like, oh, do we bother watching this? Like, saw the stats, do I bother putting it on? I was like, probably not, mom and dad. But no, I think they're great. Definitely want to thank Langford for everything that he's done for me. And I think I owe him a lot. He kind of believed in me that I could get better, and here I am today, and I honestly couldn't thank him enough. Jess, I mean, she just does so much for the program and so much for everybody on the team. So I want to thank her. My teammates, they make it worthwhile. They make practice fun. They make everything fun. And all the people at the desk, they've become like a second family to me, and I know I can count on them whenever I need them.
Woke up, staring at this empty room. Looked at 1,000 different pictures that your mother took of you.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
When I arrived at SFU, I was ready to pursue my dream to become a physiotherapist, which all started back in high school with my passion for athletics. But then I took a health sciences course and discovered that at SFU you have choices, incredible choices. It opened my eyes to a world of possibilities in global health. Possibilities for my future I had never considered, but I really struggled with letting go of my first goal. And that's when I found out how much support you get here. Incredible support, so you can really explore all those choices, think them through, and choose the path that's right for you. faculty and staff paved the way for me and helped me navigate my new path, and I've never looked back. At SFU, you're part of a real community. The faculty and staff know who you are, what your interests are, and they really go out of their way for you. Research projects, conferences, international studies, co-op positions, student leadership. At SFU, you get the best education you could possibly hope for and the most support you could possibly ask for. And now that I've graduated, I'm packing my bags for Oxford to start my master's degree. Here's my plan. I see a need for better bridges between ideas and action in global healthcare. And if I can help build those bridges, that would be a really fantastic thing to do. I'm ready, and if you put your mind to it, you'll be ready too.
And welcome back to the West Gym. We are going to throw it to Aaron Martin with Clan assistant coach Jessica Wallace. Take it away.
All right, Jess, you guys got pretty good penetration inside in the first half, but you seem to be struggling at the hoop. How do you kind of adjust that, the finishing going into the second half?
You know, we talked about it at halftime. We just got to finish the easy shots, and I think that comes from being on balance, going up strong. We're a little bit off balance right now and just throwing up shots, so I think in the second half we just got to keep our balance and go up strong.
Both Ellen and Meg had phenomenal individual sequences in that second frame there. What does this game mean to them, and what does that mean to you guys as a team, and just playing off their leadership?
You know, they've done so much for this team, and it's their senior night, their families here, they really come to play, and that's really exciting to see for us.
What are the adjustments you need to make in the second half defensively to cover Alaska? Obviously, they've got one of the most potent offenses in the conference. So
I think we've been doing okay defensively. It's just our offense has been struggling. So I think if we keep locking down on defense like we have been, I think we might be okay. We just need to transition and get some easy buckets.
Perfect. Thanks, Jess.
Thank you.
Aaron Martin,
Howie for the second half. Here we go on Plan TV.
Thanks to Aaron Martin for that interview with Jessica Wallace. 2:38 to the half. And the crowd, a nice one here today. The men will follow as well against Seattle Pacific here today, their final game of the season as well. And imagine that if we could get 2 victories for the Clan here at top Burnaby Mountain. There's a lot of work to do in the second half here as the Anchorage Seawolves come out onto the court. They have a 5-point lead over the Simon Fraser University Clan, and we're being joined again by our analyst, Zahid Valley Hassam, and box scores are always appetizing. Z, you look at that one, what do you digest from the first half?
Well, I think, one thing I'd like to look at is the turnovers in the Clan. 12 turnovers, and that's led to 14 points going the other way. So, they really got to protect the ball. Ket with 3, and you don't really see her turn the ball over that many times. And, they're really going to have to be careful with their passes and, just play their game if they're going to have a chance at winning this one. They're down 5 here, shooting the ball 50% from 3, which is respectable, and 8 of 8 from the line. So they're shooting okay. I mean, their percentage is a little bit low. They're shooting 35% and 36%. They usually shoot about 45 on the season. So, but obviously when you play a team like this, you're not going to get the easy looks that you're used to. So.
Yeah, when you see 3 assists and 3 turnovers for Ellen Ket, an absolute rarity. Boy, I mean, you look in the NBA, you want to say, hey, the guy's got a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio. Ellen's is a phenomenal number. And when you see that 1-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio, very atypical of Ellen Ket. We'll see how that goes in the second half of play. It was great to meet Ellen's parents. They are here again. They've been here the whole week. And Ellen Ket's parents, as well as Meg Wilson's parents are in the crowd as well. So great to see that, the support the players are getting from their families here as they wrap up their Simon Fraser Clan careers. If you're with us right from the top on Clan TV, you saw the presentations from head coach Bruce Langford to the Clan seniors, as well the Anchorage seniors. So a nice touch there. Down to about 30 seconds left here. Some of the top scorers we can let you know about in that box score. Ellen Ket leading the way for the Clan with 11 points. She's the only double-digit scorer in this game. Meg Wilson, her senior running mate, with 9 points. 6 points for Rachel Fradgley, and 3 for Taylor Drynan off the triple that she hit. Balanced scoring for Anchorage, as it has been all year for them. Tara Thompson leading the way with 8 points. Shelby Cloninger with 7. Zara Laster with 6. Autumn Williams, check that, has 7 points, but not even on pace to match her scoring average as we get set to go here.
Yeah, no, she's been held in check here. So averages, I believe, it was 22.
Yeah, just under 22 a game, and she played 11 minutes. Here's Homer with a 3-ball to open the second half. Devine will get the long rebound to Kiki Robertson. 2-on-1 number situation there. And they're going to call the
carry.
Call her for carrying the ball, palming it there, and she's going to turn the ball over. Kiki there trying to make a decision, and the turnover happening there. Here's Kent with the basketball. Simon Fraser, as we mentioned, trailing by 5 here. Williams guarding her as Kent comes up the floor. She'll go to Ozzy Nabucco, quickly to Meg. Meg's jumper is going to go, and Meg Wilson, big jumper there, makes it a 2-point game. Can the Clan get a stop underneath? It's Safoa. They find her with a little skip pass. And they're not 19-0 for no reason at all. You cannot rest on the Anchorage Seawolves. Wilson now with the basketball. Kick back to Homer. Can't go to Nabucco underneath, and Ozzy strong to the basket is going to get fouled.
That's Foa picking up her first foul. So Clan continue to be aggressive going to the basket. That's Anchorage going to get whistled there for their 11th foul of the game as the Clan make their 9th and 10th trips to the line here.
Nabucco was 0 for 3 from the field, but she was 2 of 2 from the free throw line, so now she's 3 of 3. Nice form there from Nabucco. All her points from the stripe here tonight. 2-point game. The visitors from Anchorage in front. Here's Williams. Catch and shoot there for Tara Thompson, doesn't go. So Simon Fraser can tie or take the lead. Here's Nabucco. What an athletic play. She's going to kick it back out. Wilson, the drive and dish underneath Nabucco. Kick it out to Kent. They are showing patient ball movement, and they'll get the N1 opportunity. Meg underneath the basket. What a nice, patient play there in the half-court Z. They moved it around and found the high percentage shot.
Yeah, no, they did, and they off the miss, the rebound, and just moving the ball around, and Nabucco kept that ball alive, gets to Ket to Wilson, the senior connection again, and one.
So as we look on the Clan replay, you're right. Wilson loves the contact underneath, and she will complete the 3-point play. It's a 41-40 lead for Simon Fraser. Anchorage now. They have not remained static throughout. Tough defense being played there by the Clan on the perimeter fragilely. Williams will put up a shot, and she is not going to make it fall. Wandersea had the ball for a second, and so does Gu underneath the basket.
Scrambly play down there off the rebound as both teams trying to go for that loose ball and a lot of action, but nevertheless, we're going to have an inbound here for Anchorage at 27 on the shot clock.
So the Seawolves go to Williams right out of that. Nice head fake, gets Autumn open, and she is going to just get right into her wheelhouse there with that short little shot. She scores it for a 42-41 lead. Wilson right at the other end of the court. She goes the full 94 to lay it up and in. Meg having a great third quarter.
I'm just going to go back to that previous set there with Williams with that pull-up jumper. She's hit four shots tonight, and I think 3 of them have been on that pull-up jumper, so they really got to get out there and defend her because she's capable of pulling up and hitting those short-range jumpers.
She makes that nifty little head fake before she dribbles, and it gets her free. Here's Frage to Ket. Homer in her wheelhouse. 3-ball! Homer!
And that's a big shot for Homer. That's her first basket of the night here into the second half, 2.5 minutes into the second half. So it's nice to get her confidence going and see if she can hit a couple more of those. She's deadly from 3.
Williams there being guarded closely by Nabucco. And that really is the case as we take a look at this Clan TV replay. You know what? If you get Homer into that kind of a rhythm, passing the ball, she is going to knock it down. Nabucco got called for the foul there, guarding her number. Great job by Meg there defending. Meg Wilson does a solid job there. They get the turnover and Kent now back down the floor. Clan with a 4-point lead at 46-42. Fradsley underneath. The kick to Nabucco through her hands. And that's Gu back down the floor, wide open to Williams. 2 on none. And Williams can get going in a hurry. As we mentioned, averaging 21.8 points per game. Meg Wilson, cross-court pass. Kent thought about the 3 instead to Fradsley. Kick back out. There's the rhythm 3. Oh, off the side iron. Tara Thompson pulls it in and gets across half court. Kent now guarding Williams. They go up top to Gu for 3. She's going to miss that one. What a great rebound there. And a crash to the floor, elbow to the pine, and you can see her grimacing. That's a hard fall to the floor for Shelby Cloninger. Clan TV replay here. Those ones hurt, but Cloninger showing some toughness, staying out there.
Yeah, no, she took a hard fall there. No foul on the play. The Clan are going to get possession off that one there.
Play getting physical here as Taylor Jackson now checking into the game for Simon Fraser. Kent now with the basketball. Great dish. That is a master point guard right there. So much purpose in that pass from Ellen Kett for the layup. Jumper off the back iron, and Cloninger getting the recycle. Skip pass underneath, picked off by Kett, and Kett is going to get fouled from behind. We'll take a look at a Clan TV replay. Watch Kett's delivery here. She knows just what she's going to do, and she finds Taylor Jackson for the layup.
Yeah, and nice rebound there, and Kett, excuse me, there draws the foul.
So Kett doing a great job here, affecting it all over the court as she normally does. Kiki Robertson guarding Ellen Kett. Kiki getting some fingertips on it, that's all she needs. Skip down the floor, and they're going to get an easy deuce there from Zara Lasker.
And Kett, man, she's got 4 turnovers now, and you just don't see that too often. She's very good with the ball as the floor general. And
ooh, Taylor moving to the basket, had a great chance for another basket, but Jackson denied there. Here's Kiki sussing up the situation on the floor. Sophie Swant guarding her. They work off the Afoa screen. Alicia Devine into a double team, turns and puts up a shot and crashes to the floor with Sophie Swant.
Yeah, and Swant's one of the more physical players on this team. We saw her pick up the technical foul the other night, arguing a call with the referees. So she's one that's going to go after and go for that rebound. As you see a replay here as the two of them come down hard.
Sophie. And you don't see Sophie showing as much emotion after the play as she did there. Swung her arms around and was feeling a little frustrated. Here's Kett with the basketball, finding Taylor. Jackson to Swant to Kett. Ooh, bumped by Robertson. Swant with a 3. Bingo! Sophie knocks it down. Knocked to the floor and comes back and knocks down a 3. 51-46, a 5-point Clan lead. Kiki for 3, and she's going to get those 3 right back, see.
Yeah, and
wow.
The answer there. You get the crowd into it. They're cheering loud for that big 3, and then right back at you come the Seawolves and knock down one to answer.
Simon wants it back, and they get it with Tia Singh.
9 3-pointer for the Clan here.
Mono a mono, they're going up and down the court, daring each other to make shots, and what a tempo in this game right now.
And half of their 54 points coming from beyond the arc.
Great stat. See, that's Laster with the basketball. She's going to put up a 3 off the back of the iron into the hands of Wilson. Kett right down the floor to Sophie. Swan will slow it up and kick it back to Kett. Ellen, a skip underneath to Taylor, and they collapse on Jackson, and the Brookswood Star now set to shoot some free throws. So Kiki with the foul on Clan TV. Look at that last 3 ball. Kett is just distributing like crazy today, and she finds the open shooter for the 3 ball. 54 to 49. See, they're getting it done here, the Clan are.
Yeah, 9 of 16. The Clan are from three-point range, 56.3%.
Wow.
So they're shooting at a great clip from beyond the arc.
They're doing a great job indeed. Western Washington shooting, or rather Alaska Anchorage shooting 5 of 15. And you talk about the free throw attempts, you got to address this one. Anchorage is 2 of 2 from the free throw line. The Clan 11 of 11. 11's not a ton of trips, but it's certainly in comparison to Anchorage's 2 free throws.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw it the other way around on Thursday night, so it's nice to see maybe the Clan recognize that after the game and say, hey, we need to be a little bit more aggressive and attack the basket and get to the free throw line. And obviously they're having some great success getting to the line and hitting free throws at 11 for 11 here. But I'm sure Anchorage saw that same stat at halftime for them, and they're probably going to try and do that too. So we'll see how things play out. But if this holds up here, they're going to be in good shape at the end of the game.
Ellen Kent 1 assist shy of a double-double here. Great stat to note as well. 14 assists by the Clan on 17 made field goals, and that shows you rhythm, cohesiveness, chemistry, what it's all about in terms of playing team basketball. So the Clan are on point tonight here. 3:51 left in the third quarter. A 5-point Clan lead with Jackson at the free throw line. Taylor rocking the pink everywhere here on pink night. She will get the swirl and the finish.
She smiles over at the benches around the world and in.
Jackson knocks them both down. Look at that. It is a 7-point Clan lead. Here's Kiki down the floor now to Autumn Williams. King with the basketball. They go to Cloninger, now to Robertson again. Jumper off the mark there from 3, and wrestling that rebound away is Wilson. Tia Sang, the rookie, Wilson. She's going to take those big sweeping steps, and the pass had a ton of mustard on it. Taylor tried to squeeze it there, couldn't get it. Clan inbound, 18 seconds on the shot clock. Kent way up top to Tia. Thought about the 3. Meg looking down low to Sophie Swan. Back up to Kent for 3. Ellen. Bingo! Ellen Kent.
I'm surprised the Seawolves aren't taking a timeout here as the Clan open up a 10-point lead.
You know what? This game will not be over till I see triple zeros on that clock, and we know how good this Anchorage team is. There is a certain axiom in basketball when teams go 19-0 and bring this kind of consistency that there are nights where they can just turn it on when they need to, and we will patiently wait and see as we see the Clan TV replay on the Cat 3 ball. Don't sleep on the Seawolves just because you're up by 10 at this point. Absolutely meaningless. Here's Wilson with a basketball. Crossover move by Ket gets her to the free throw line. A turnover by Ket right into the hands of Kamijah King as she goes down the floor. A miss there though, wow. 2:33 left in this third quarter. Taylor Dryman set the check in for the Clan. Another turnover.
I think Swan's going to pick up the foul.
So they're going to give Allen a bit of a break here. Ket will go to the bench, Drynan in now to run the point. Sophomore and 2 freshmen on the floor here for the Clan at the perimeter spots. Swant doing a great job there guarding, but that is indeed number 32, Autumn Williams.
Yeah, and you know the Anchorage here, trying to look at their season stats here.
Wilson now with the basketball as she crosses half court.
They're going to retain position here, but of course, obviously, we mentioned Seawolves not only 19-0 in conference play, but an impressive 26-1 overall. So they are a tough team, and that 10-point lead is now down to 8. Clan in possession.
What a great job the Clan are doing. Here's Taylor, great move, can't get the finish. Taylor looking so much more comfortable in this Clan offense over the last couple of weeks. Here's Williams, she goes right to the rack for the layup.
And just like that, splits. Oh, we got a turnover here.
Oh my gosh. Williams with a miss underneath. I can't believe a couple of the misses that Anchorage has had here over the last couple of possessions. Dryden now with the basketball.
And the Clan a little bit sloppy on that inbound there, but just like you said, a team like this can turn it on at any second here, and a 10-point lead isn't as safe as it might be with another team here.
Oh, Tia well off the mark there with that jumper. Both Swant and Wilson crashing into the padding there on the baseline. I've seen enough games where the Vancouver Grizzlies were a shoo-in to win, and the team came back and just poured it on. I'm not trying to compare the Clan to that, of course. Clan number 3 team in the GNAC, but great teams have a way of making great plays at the end of games, and there's a huge difference between being 19-0 and 15-4. Underneath the basket, solid defense there by Fragile. Swant as well with Dryden. They're working hard, and it looks like Sophie's going to get called for the foul on that trap. So that'll do it. Ket's going to come right back into the game. Sophie with her second of the game, Dryden out.
With a minute 2 here, Ket took another short rest, but back here to finish off the third quarter.
1 minute remaining in this third quarter. Gu with the basketball, number 10, working off the screen from Devine. Drives into Swant, and is Sophie going to get called again?
That's me, a third straight foul, third straight Clan foul, and I believe all 3 of them have been on Swant. So Swant with 3 fouls here in this third quarter. That's going to put Gu at the line for 2, and she's not. That's right. Seawolves are attempting their 3rd and 4th free throws of the night here.
Exactly.
Almost 30 minutes into this game.
And I wrote a story about Sophie Swant earlier this week on Varsity Letters. I only bring it up because she says she doesn't kill herself mentally when she picks up fouls like that. She just knows that she has to just trash it, move on to the next play.
Absolutely.
And I think that's going to help her overall in her career. She's only a sophomore here. Wilson with the basketball across court to Swant. Oh, and right off the back of Frage. Rachel hadn't turned when Sophie delivered that pass, and Laster to Gu. Clan lead at 5 points. There's Devine, ripped out of her hands by Meg Wilson. Kent with the basketball, 13 seconds left in the quarter here. Kent's the veteran. Finding Sophie. Swat just off the mark there. Frage with a tip, and that's going to do it. 59-54 after the third quarter of play. And see, we've only got one more quarter barring overtime of watching Meg Wilson and Ellen Kett. And you know what? Here's my take on Ellen Kett over the years of watching her. And I said this to Bruce Langford when we were talking about Ellen Kett. And her first year here with the Clan, I said to Bruce, Ellen Kett wasn't Ellen Kett in the first year.
No, definitely. She's definitely blossomed as a player over these 4 years.
And it's been incredible to watch. And you know what? When I watch Ellen Kett play, I try and think of a comparable, and I'll just wax on here as you work away on the stats. But Ellen Kett, to me, I got a chance to cover the NBA for 6 years as a traveling beat reporter. I don't know how many times I got to go to Salt Lake City and watch the Utah Jazz, and I know you know where I'm going with this, because Ellen Kett just reminds me of John Stockton. I mean, you know what? Not a blazing athlete, but just, the cerebral part of the game, it surpasses the physicality of it all. And it's amazing to watch.
I fully agree with you. I mean, the smarts out there and just the intelligence, the basketball IQ of a good point guard. I would rather have that than a physical specimen at point guard, because those decisions that point guard makes affect the 4 other players on the floor and the team as a whole.
I completely agree with you, Z, and it is, boy, it's down to the last quarter, and I just loved watching number 5 as well as number 15, who happens to be wearing number 31, play for this team, and it is a big void that will be left next season. This Clan team has always brought in new stars, and we'll see more of them, but I'm going to miss Wilson and Kett when they move on. turnover there on the play. We are 7 seconds into the fourth quarter now, 59-54. Ket coming up the floor, crossing half court, finding Homer. Elisa to Meg Wilson. Right back to Ket for the three. Oh, I thought that was going in. Great job by Fredge underneath on a tip. Nabucco won't give up on the basketball, but it goes to Anchorage. And King right down the floor, and she takes the charge.
No, they're going to call a block.
Oh, I thought Ellen was there. That was a thump. She took a hard hit.
We're going to check to see if she was in the restricted area or not, but if the ball went in, no basket.
Well, Ellen.
So it's be a blocking foul.
I just love what Ellen does. She kind of walks by. She goes, hey, you win some, you lose some. She looks at the bench.
And that was close. That was close. She was almost there. I think just a step behind. If she was there a split second earlier, she might have picked up a charge there.
And look at the Clan TV replay, thanks to Gabe Lynn, our executive producer. Oh, I don't know about that. I think Ellen Ket was there. You look at that replay. King does a great job there for Anchorage. 59-56 is the score, a one-possession game. Ket took a knock. That's the kind that knocks the wind right out of you. And here she is soldiering on, breaking through a Anchorage double team. Oh, and that ball to Meg is not going to reach, and it's going to be Thompson down the floor to Williams to Kiki Robertson. And they'll kick it back out to Thompson. Devine will feed the post here. And the turnaround doesn't go anywhere with Wandersea. But the whistle blows and the Clan are going to get, just out of bounds. No foul called there.
And the Anchorage's going to retain possession with 13 on shot clock, looking to extend on this 7-0 run here. They're trailing 59-49 and now 59-56. They chipped away at this 10-point Clan lead.
Catch and shoot off the inbounds, one dribble closer, and it's going to rattle home for Tara Thompson for a one-point game here. Certainly you knew this push was coming from Anchorage. Here they break some pressure as Wilson gets the basketball. Hesitation, dribble the pass to Ket. Pushes off and is going to get called for the foul. She put out the forearm and knocked Williams to the ground. There's no question about that call.
Yeah, we had a great look. It was right in front of us. Right Coach Langford was arguing that call, but that was a good call as we had it right in front of us here.
As you see on the Clan TV wall, it was a little bit close there in terms of actually seeing it, but
you pick up some of the audio from Langford. He wasn't arguing about that call, but he felt like his players got hammered down going the other end, so he was looking for a call on a previous possession.
Now, the one thing you can't debate, two of the best players in Division II basketball met on that play, and Ellen Ket and Autumn Williams. Here is Kiki Robertson against Ket, kicking it back up top. Triple is not going to go there in a battle for a loose ball underneath off the three-pointer by Wandersea. So Kiki Robertson.
Yeah, Robertson's going to pick up the foul there.
Her third of the game. Lead guard for this Anchorage team. Homer quickly to Fradge. She'll give it right back to Homer. Ket with the basketball, finding Nabucco. What a quick turn! I just can't believe how quickly Ozzy Nabucco can pivot and move to the basket. Williams now back up top to Thompson. She's going to go to Devine. We've seen Devine drive with some success. Turnaround move. Hurls up a shot there. Fradgley finally corrals that rebound. And Ellen now with the basketball. Ket with a skip underneath. Didn't have the angle she wanted for Nabucco.
And Ket's just uncharacteristic of her to have this many turnovers. As Coach Langford's trying to give her a bit of a pep talk here.
That can be an emotional night, seniors night.
Yeah. So that's so Ket, 9 assists, 9 turnovers.
Wow, for Ellen Ket. That's 3 or 4 games worth of turnovers for Ellen Ket in just over 3 quarters of play here. Here's Williams up top to Thompson. They'll move it around the horn. Go to Kiki Robertson. Skip pass is a great one underneath, but Williams turns it down. And Thompson takes the 3 ball. Look at Williams battling for the rebound there. Solid play by the Clan, though. 7 minutes remaining in the contest, a 1-point Simon Fraser lead.
And Williams is really frustrated there. Thought she got fouled as she was trying to get that rebound.
Ooh, and she is going to prove she's human right there. As the frustration from the rebound, the reach on Kett, and she is going to get called for the foul.
That's going to be her first foul. She got 15 points. Obviously averages 21.3. No rebounds. No rebounds. So she's doing a lot of scoring, but it's not been that active. She only averages 2.9 on the season, so not a very active rebounder, but
really skied for that rebound underneath,
yeah,
though.
she worked really hard for that one.
Here's Wilson now with the basketball. Meg's going to drive into the paint and put up a short little shot off the window, too high. Frage with a great rebound. Homer for 3. Front iron off, and Kiki now in transition. Look at Nabucco just turn on the Jets. I don't know if Nabucco played a role in that with footsteps in her ear, but Kiki didn't have the finish she wanted. Nabucco must have been 5 strides behind her and caught her. Here's Wilson now with the basketball. Looking for the entry to Frage, and it's physical underneath. I tell you, Thompson was literally backing her down, just treading her feet.
And both coaches are all over the officials right now wanting calls on their respective ends.
Oh, and Nabucco is going to get called for the foul underneath. I will tell you, Tara Thompson was going beyond. She looked like somebody in a tug of war who was just moving her feet and pushing the person back. It looked hilarious.
Ryan McCarthy on the previous possession tossed his pen, his foul marker against the wall in frustration.
Wow. Interesting. Look what both coaches are doing here as Cloninger steps up and knocks down a free throw that ties this game. Mass subs into the game now. It's going to be Swansang and Jackson. Nabucco, Homer among the Clan players coming off the floor.
And Howard, you called it earlier. If you talk about having a playoff feel to game, this is it. And this is a great test for both teams as they have locked up their positions for the GNAC tournament. But going into it, you want a game like this to prep yourself for that tournament.
Yeah, certainly. It shows you the team that Anchorage is. What a great team they are. They go to double overtime, win a game in Bellingham on Thursday, and here they are right in the thick of it again. Their 2 toughest games of the season on the road back-to-back against number 2 and 3 in the conference. And this is what Alaska brings you. They're a great basketball team. Here's Jackson on the baseline. Reverse move will go for Taylor Jackson.
Wow, what a move from Taylor Jackson.
Well, we're starting to see the comfort there and the confidence to go to the moves that worked before as she transfers in from Division 1. Here's a jump shot off the mark. Cloninger, Afoa though sticks with it. Sierra with a basket underneath. 62-61, Anchorage down by 10, now lead by 1. We're approaching the midway mark of the 3rd quarter here. Wilson with a basketball. And it is a 3 ball from Tia Sang.
Wow, this is an exciting game. 5 minutes left. We've got a 2-point game here, and their teams are just going back and forth, shot for shot.
What a sequence here. Underneath, the whistle blows. Now, was it Meg that got called for the foul?
It was Meg Wilson who got called for that foul, and that's going to be
We'll take a look on the Clan TV
number
replay.
2.
And that's the Sang 3 ball. We have had a tremendous season. Great moments here throughout the campaign in the final women's game of the year. And some great moments here, and all the new faces have really cemented themselves well in this Clan lineup. Let's look at Taylor Jackson. Look at the dexterity and the athleticism here on the baseline, and you see this move on a reverse off the window. Taylor with her most impressive basket of the home campaign. Right there, that was a beautiful basket from Taylor Jackson. Expect more of the same. Of course, Taylor Jackson winning a provincial title at Brookswood, going down to Cal Irvine, and really seeing some quality minutes as a freshman. And she's able to transfer up here, Z, as from Division 1 to Division 2.
Absolutely, I think it's been a bit of a transition for her as she's come in. We didn't really see her too active in that offense and didn't really see that many minutes on the floor early in the season, but as the season has progressed, so has her game, and she's been able to be a key cog in this Clan offense here as As I mentioned, the Clan up by 2 and trying to avenge a 75-59 loss up at Anchorage to start. This is the first conference game of the season for both teams. Was up in Anchorage, and obviously we mentioned before, but Anchorage, the number 2 ranked team in Division II women's basketball, with a 6-1 record. Their one loss coming to Division I, Portland.
So the loss to Portland, as he points out, and what a change of margin in this game here. As Afoa misses the second, Simon will protect the 1-point lead. Ket racing down the floor. Anchorage has numbers. Kick it back to Sophie. Sang with the basketball now. Ket, and that is knocked out of her hands by Thompson. 3-ball by Swan Sang doesn't go. Swan tried to tip it, and Anchorage will come away with possession. Kiki Robertson, corner to Williams. Williams will get it back, put up a 3-ball, and she's off the mark tonight. Thompson, what hustle for the rebound, but saves it right into the hands of Ellen Ket. Ket will go to Swan, 3-ball. Swan off the mark there. Sophie struggling a bit from beyond the arc here.
Yeah, and the Clan have cooled a little bit as well from beyond the arc as a team, but nevertheless, they still cling on to this 1-point lead here. They got to get better looks at shots, as every possession is going to be crucial here for the remaining 3:45.
Cloninger is going to miss from about 12, but Meg couldn't squeeze it, and it's going to stay with the Seawolves. Thompson, Cloninger, and Afoa heading off the floor. Jackson will do the same for Simon Fraser. And Beauchamp, or rather, a triple put up there by Williams.
Yeah, that's a big shot.
Big shot. 66-64, a 2-point lead here for Anchorage. Sang with a handoff to Ket. We're down to 3:27 remaining. Simon trailing by 2. Sang puts up another 3, this time off the side iron, and Simon may be settling for those 3-balls.
They are. They got to get looks inside. They got to attack the basket. They've been doing a great job of that all night, and they can't get away from it at this point.
And here's the veterans with the big record in the half court. The patience they're showing right now to get the high percentage shot. Simon looking like they're dropping into a bit of a zone here, 2-3, some sort. There's a big 3 from Devine off the back iron, and Tia with a nice rebound. And she's going to get fouled from behind, and look at Ryan McCarthy, the head coach, unhappy. 4th foul on Kiki Robertson.
Yeah, that's a big one. She's had a heck of a game here tonight. 7 points, but she's just been really active, 6 assists, so she's got to be really careful here.
Keep Robertson out there with the 4 fouls, of course, with 2:45 remaining. Homer, Fradgley at the high post, the short little pass to Ket, go right back to Fradge with a left hand off the window! Fradgley with a big basket, ties this game at 66.
Wow, and that gives Ket her 10th assist, so she'll reach double-double territory, 14 and 10 for Ket with that beautiful pass.
Well, Ellen reaching doubles in her last Clan game at home. Here's Williams trying to get by Homer, pulls up from the elbow and can't knock it down. Follows it and almost puts it in, but a great rebound there from Swant. Quickly up floor to Homer, she can't squeeze it, and that's going to be Anchorage basketball.
And Coach Langford just asking his team to calm down, slow it down. Just calm yourself down. But I mean, I don't know if you can stay calm.
I can't calm down.
We can't calm down. I don't know how they can calm down. We got 2 and change here in a tie game.
Howard Samura, Zahid Valley Hassam in the midst of the excitement here. Best seats in the house from the West Gym tonight. 66-66, now under 2 minutes remaining. Autumn Williams with the basketball for Anchorage. Kiki with a head fake on the baseline, puts up a shot and is fouled behind and makes it. Sophie Swant will foul her from behind, and Kiki Robertson so strong. Z plays right through the contact.
Yeah, and that is a tough foul. That's going to be her 4th, the 4th foul.
Take a look on the replay here. Sophie definitely got her from behind. Kiki Robertson, what a player. makes the and one. It's a 3-point lead with 1:47 left. A timeout called, a media timeout here. We'll keep it right here. And of course, the men are set to take to the floor, and but we can always take another look at those GNAC standings. A 15-4 record for Simon Fraser heading into this game. Top 6 are going to make the playoffs.
And a lot of teams interested in what's going on in this game, as the 4th spot is still up for grabs. Central Washington probably watching this one live, as they have the most interest. They have the night off tonight, as their season has come to, for the regular season, I should say, has come to an end for them, but their playoff fate is yet to be determined.
Well, hello to our friends in Ellensburg and around the GNAC. Hope you're enjoying this broadcast on Clan TV. We're getting nice and loud in the gym. What a huge crowd. Largest crowd I've ever seen for Simon Fraser Clan here in the West Gym in this new facility since they moved in here. It is really rocking. 69-66 is the score. Of course, as we mentioned, the men will play immediately following this basketball game. And bit of a different scenario. The men with 1 win on the season. Close on a lot of occasions, but would love to finish the careers of seniors Hida Voss and Javon Sawani with a win here tonight. That would be huge for first-year head coach Steve Hansen and his staff.
And they'll have a great crowd here to cheer them on. So,
well, let's hope that makes a difference. We are back to the real thing here, though, in terms of this women's basketball game. 1:41 remaining. Clan down by 3 with the basketball. Homer. Elisa falling.
Yeah, I thought she was a foul call. That was clearly a foul right in front of us, but
Clan basketball, though.
Official Michelle Charrigan said she had an inadvertent whistle there to stop play.
I get it.
The players falling down.
So Meg Wilson now with the basketball. Go to Ozi Nabuko and get it right back. 16 on the shot clock. Kett with the basketball. Go to Frage right in the middle. They cue up a 3-ball for Homer. Off the window, doesn't go, and there's a foul from behind. Devine is going to get called for the foul as she crashes in against Rachel Fradgley.
And that's going to be Devine's 4th foul there. So Devine and Robertson both on the floor playing with 4 fouls with $1:24 left in this contest.
Oh, it's all coming down to their perfect season on the line here. Oh, and how did Meg miss that? Frage with a rebound there, and they go cross court to Kett. She thought about the 3. Instead, a rocket underneath, and they get the layup. Fradgley off a bullet pass down in the post. Ellen sees all. Clan down by 1 with 1:04 remaining. Williams down with the basketball. What a pass from Ellen Kett. Tara Thompson is going to get it back for a deep 3, and she nails it. Thompson, what a huge shot that is for Anchorage. What a shot by Tara Thompson. Doesn't even look at the line, just puts it up and drains it.
That was a huge, huge shot.
72-68. 4-point lead here. Clan with 45 seconds. They got to play poised and they got to play efficient. Here's Kett with the basketball. Wilson now wants to drive. Nabuko. They're going to wave it off and say Nabuko. They're going to call the foul.
That's going to be Afoa picking up her 3rd.
So Wilson here.
Get a replay.
Yeah, Afoa all over Wilson right underneath the basket.
I think you can make her a shooter on that one, as she did gather to go. So it could have been a potential 3-point play is going to turn into 2 free throws as she makes good on both. We've got a 30-second timeout from Coach Langford.
30-second timeout, Z. 36.8 seconds, 6.8 difference between game and shot here. So outline the scenario that we could potentially see here.
Well, I would suspect that they're going to let them play this out because there is a close to 7-point differential here. So I think Anchorage is going to try and take a shot with as little time remaining as possible. I can't imagine the Clan are going to foul in this situation. down by 2, but I'd expect Anchorage to just run down that shot clock and get a last-second shot and leave the Clan with as little time as possible.
You gotta play. I think if you're Simon Fraser, you play straight up the best defense you played the entire season, and just leave it all out on the floor defensively. Here we go. Kiki Robertson down to 34 seconds left in this basketball game. As we mentioned, about 6.8 difference in the game in shot. Here's Devine. Ooh, and Meg came up really quickly there.
Maybe there's a situation they wanted to get it in the hands of someone who's an excellent free throw shooter. As Devine is going to go to the line, and Devine shoots 64.6%. She's 31 of 48 on the season.
Well, she makes the first, and she now has made it a 3-point game.
And that was her first free throw attempt of the night. So see how she does here on the second. Clan may have a shot at a 3 if she misses
This is a huge one here, though. And she's going to make them both. She swishes them efficiently. So 74-70 is the score.
The Clan are going to take a full timeout here and advance the ball, so they will inbound in front of their own bench. 25.6 seconds remaining in regulation time. The Clan 74-70, both teams in the bonus situation going through the rest of the quarter.
So a Clan timeout and a 4-point deficit here.
And they're going to need a quick shot. And if it goes, they're going to have to foul. And if they miss, they're going to have to foul. So regardless, it's going to be a quick shot and a foul to extend this game. 25.6 and force Anchorage to make their free throws. Anchorage 11 of 13 on the night, 84.6 on the season. They shoot 77.4%, so above their season average are the Seawolves.
Boy, I'll tell you, Tara Thompson stepped up and hit a huge 3 there, Z. That was a game changer in the whole momentum of this basketball game.
Yeah, and she's one of their better shooters. She's had 152 attempts. She's taken the most 3-point attempts on the team. Shoots 42.1%, and she's hit 3 of them here tonight.
Well, when you're willing to take it a full stride behind the arc, you can find yourself open at times. 25.6 left, and the Clan in their own front court set to inbound the basketball with Wilson.
And a hush over Wilson the crowd.
To Kent, who falls, skips it back to Meg. 22 seconds. 3-pointer from Fransley. Oh, off the window and out. Wrestling for the ball. It went off of Meg Wilson, so it's going to be Anchorage basketball. Bruce Langford said that in the NFL that would have been a foul.
I'm not sure why Ket waited there to foul her, but she let 3 seconds run off the clock before she went and fouled. And there was a situation we needed it right away. There's no pressure, no help on defense, so it was a one-on-one matchup for bringing the ball up the floor. So Coach Langford letting her know that she needs to get that right away.
12.1 seconds, and Robertson will miss the first free throw. Kiki Robertson again set for the second free throw. 12.1 seconds left, and she will make it. Simon Fraser calling another timeout. Is that the last timeout? 30-second timeout. Taylor Drynan is going to check in for three-point purposes here as well. Vanessa G will check in.
Clan again will advance the ball after this timeout, so they will inbound in front of their own bench. Trailing 5 with 12.1 to go.
12.1 seconds left. It's certainly starting to look like it's Alaska's game to lose here. Anchorage now out on the floor. It's
well, Howard, we've seen some crazy things here.
Oh, have we ever?
On the men's side especially, but
yeah.
The Clan got their three-point shooting lineup out there. See what they can muster up. As all 5 are capable of hitting the 3.
Batted away right into the bench there by Kiki Robertson. So 11.6 as Wilson now set to inbound the ball with Williams right in her face. They're going to call a foul on Afoa as she impeded the progress of Taylor Drynan trying to break free. So great hustle there by Drynan. And Afoa really putting the lock on her, and I think a lot of that is coming because Langford has been on the officials about holding and clutching and grabbing. And
yeah, he was looking for one on the previous inbound where he felt that the Seawolves were grabbing his players trying to free up on that inbound play, and he's able to get one here on Drynan.
Drynan gets them both. That's huge. It's a one-possession game now. And they are going to quickly foul as Drynan gets to Kiki Robertson. Of course, Kiki missed one the last time up. 3-point game here. If Robertson doesn't hit both of these, or misses them both, Simon Fraser would have a shot to tie with a 3. Fradgley is going to check into the game here in just a second.
Robertson 4 of 5 on the evening.
Well, here she goes. This is a big one, and she's going to hit it. That is a big free throw with 8.8 remaining. 4-point lead now for the Seawolves. And she will make that one as well. So a 5-point lead. And that ball thrown out of bounds.
Yeah,
the tires seem to be losing a little bit of air here.
Yeah, and looks like credit to Anchorage. They're going to complete the 20-0 regular seasons. They will just dribble out the clock here. So congratulations to them on that.
You have to applaud the efforts of Alaska Anchorage today. That's why they are an undefeated team. They refused to wilt in the face of a 10-point deficit. They stood in there, they made huge shots, and I think you also got to salute Simon Fraser's effort. A 5-point loss, but certainly putting themselves in a position to know that they can beat anybody in the conference with the right effort.
Absolutely.
When the playoffs start.
And you know what? They're on the opposite side of the draw in that tournament, so you know there's a chance that they may meet again in the final.
There you go. And just hanging on here, hopefully to get an interview with our 2 seniors. We're going to have Meg Wilson and Ellen Kett, we hope, to just say a couple of quick words about what their Simon Fraser experience meant to them, what tonight meant to them. And certainly not a fun night to lose, but we will get this done really quickly. Ladies, we won't keep you long because we know it's an emotional night for you. Meg, we can start with you and just talk about disappointing to lose, but I think you guys have shown that you're ready to beat any team in the conference in the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we have a lot of confidence coming out of tonight. We know we were close. A couple of plays down the stretch could have gone either way, but we're ready for playoffs.
What is this crowd personally?
It's awesome. I mean, there's been so much support here for my 5 years, and to see so many people out tonight, so many former...
Thank you so much. Appreciate the time. And we'll bring in Ellen Kett here, and Ellen, ask you the same question. Do you feel like you guys are ready for the playoffs and that you're going to be able to put your best effort forward against anybody in the conference?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, we're the second best team in the country right now. I think we're pretty happy with that. I mean, we know we probably could have won that. I think there was a couple of plays down the stretch, they hit that big 3, and I think that kind of put a bit of dagger in our hearts there. But, if that hadn't have gone in, this could have been either way.
And I think we're back on the air. Okay, so we're just getting ready to say goodnight here from the women's portion as the men get out here to play SPU. Some of the Simon Fraser numbers, as we mentioned, Meg Wilson with 18 points and 6 rebounds. Rachel Fradgley, 10 points, 9 rebounds. Ellen Kett, 14 points, 5 assists, or rather 5 rebounds, 11 assists. Uncharacteristically, 10 turnovers. But the Simon Fraser Clan women played a heck of a basketball game today in the playoffs, which will begin at St. Martin's, will be an interesting one indeed. So we'll be back with you in a short while here. Howard Samura will bid adieu here from the West Gym, but back for the men's game on Clan TV in a few moments.